Hi guys, Piotr here. This is Litefinance Global YouTube channel and we are going to discuss another strategy. There is a very popular NASDAQ box strategy when the key parameters are the daily cash open. That's the key. Daily cash open in the next 2 hours and what we are going to see. But if you do remember our live trading rooms, or if you haven't seen that, I strongly encourage you to get back and check that. That's number one. Also, when it comes to the educational videos, strongly encourage you to go through some key price action setups, because that's what is going to work when I'm going to talk about the twist into that NASDAQ box strategy. My key parameters when it comes to comparison, when you want to compare to NASDAQ box strategy, for me is the first 5-minute trading range and then what is going on right after, plus, in my opinion, the second part of the US session, the last 3 hours after the launch. That's where we might see some kind of the reversals, especially when the intraday move is against something bigger. That's quite significant. So again, first thing first, if you are going to like what we are going to talk today, then strongly encourage you to revisit and watch some old live trading rooms, as well as some educational videos when it comes to the price action. Also, when it comes to the twist, if you are going to like it, I'm going to make the refresh video how some twist may work. I'm going to go through the basics today, so without further ado, let's go straight and check what is going on. So as I mentioned, the original NASDAQ box strategy, you can Google it, you can check the videos on YouTube, is based on what is going on right after the cash open and within the next 2 hours. My twist is a little bit different, and let's discuss it right here, right now. So if we are going to see the price action from here, right, and the strong move to the upside, okay, so this price action to the upside, as you can see, we took out this swing high, we took out this high, and we took out this resistance level, and we went through making the highs, right? So in that case, for me, this particular price action over here was the key that I knew it. Once the price is going to get back here, right, I'm going to watch very closely what is going on inside. So as you can see, I have two particular lines, and that's what we are going to discuss today. Again, talking about the basics. What I've been looking for on the higher time frame, and then switching lower my scenarios, right? How, when, why? That's what we are going to briefly discuss today. All right, so let's have a look what we have. Strong move to the downside and very big candle, all right? Closing where? Closing right inside the huge demand zone. That's number one. All right, sounds good, looks really good. All right, then 50% of that was somewhere here, right? So let's have a look what we have when it comes to the first line. Let me move that line for a while. As you can see, on that particular day, we made lower low and we were starting to reverse. That's based on this particular demand zone what I would look for, because taking into the consideration higher time frame here, that was my demand zone. So here I've been looking for buying opportunity. So I've been looking for this big black candle down day, right? And I've been particularly looking for a making lower low and moving back above the previous day low, back above this down day, right? So, okay, we know what was the scenario based on the daily chart, all right? That's higher time frame. That's what the big guys are using when they are trying to make some intraday trades. So let's switch lower. Let's switch to 30-minute chart, and let's have a look at the first green line and what has happened, all right, after that. So that's the beginning of the day. That's the beginning of the day, right? Okay, now there was two particular things happened during the pre-market price action. All right, during the pre-market price action, all right, there was an attempt to break through the previous day low. It didn't materialize until here, all right, next push lower during the London session, all right, over here, and then we went higher through all those supplies, through this one, right? We went higher. The next thing, very important, right? It was the US cash open, okay? It was the US cash open, and we open it somewhere. Well, wait. Just, yeah, that was the here. That was the US cash open over here, right? That was the US cash open. So taking into the consideration the US cash open, there was nothing of the interest for me. Now, why I'm saying that? Because if you are going to go through the educational videos, you are going to recognize something like either over under, right? So meaning that we are doing the compared to that low line, we are making the lower low, we are rising, and if we are retesting that particular level over here, something similar to maybe inverted head and shoulder, right guys? So that's the buying opportunity number one, right? The second thing is, if you do remember simple supply demand structure, so if that market is trying to go higher, that's the low. If the market is taking out that low, and if market is going strongly to the upside, so we are taking into the consideration the latest weakness. In that particular case, that's the latest weakness. So if you are going to see this type of the pullback into the latest weakness, so you have two things. You have the latest weakness number one, and you have over under, right? Okay, so let's investigate what has happened when it comes to the first green line over here, right? So it was move to the downside, new low, strong move to the upside. So there was a possibility that we are going to have two strong supports. We took out the latest low, so there was a possibility to make the lower low, to make the over under over here, and it was the latest weakness, so that was the demand zone. So overall, that was our perfect demand zone. So once during the cash market, and here is the main point, guys, it has to be during the cash market. I've been looking for the opportunity to go long based on the demand zone, based on the over under and latest weakness, right? So that was my zone. if I'm going to take the 50% of that zone, you've got straight buy to the point. My stop is below that particular day low, and I'm targeting the stops of the latest highs. All right? And I have to have 3R. I have to have 3R. All right? So let's investigate what happened with the next green line based on the daily chart. Why? Because if I'm going to move a bit, all right, there was a what? If you were watching swing trading educational video, so that was the particular swing trade finishing the business case, right? All right, so let's get back with that line to that particular day. Let's switch to 30 minutes, for example. Of course, your execution might be, could be on the smaller, even smaller time frame, all right? Even smaller time frame. That's even better. That's even better. But let's have a look what happened during the second day. So that's the daily open, right? And what do we have? Again, guys, again, we are watching on that particular day. After that swing high, we are watching for the swing low to hold. We are watching for finishing the business on that particular day. All right, so that's what we were looking for. Okay, that's what we are looking for. So let's investigate. So that's the daily open, pre-market trading. All right, let's have a look what we have when it comes to the open, the daily open, right? It was around this low. It was around this low. Now, maybe you were using the particular price action after the US cash open to try to trade around the cash open, because it wasn't. It was right before, but it was very significant level. So we created swing low based on the particular significant level, but it was before the cash open. All right? If you are very aggressive, that was your setup. In my opinion, the setup was based only, let me show you. My setup was based on this swing low, number one. Number two, that created this latest rising candle that showed me latest weakness. All right, then we went through some supply. All right, so based on that and this swing low particular price action, I knew it that this is the latest weakness, right? So I've been looking to buy somewhere here. Guys, look. That was the buying opportunity. That was the stop loss. That was your 3R, and then was even higher. Now, guys, we went through the basics. All you have to do at the very beginning is to make the test. Do your homework. Do your own research. It might not be available each and every day, but taking into the consideration higher time frame, taking into the consideration supply demand levels from the higher time frame, believe me, if we are approaching significant levels and we are going to switch to a smaller time frame and we know what we are looking for, then we are in a winning position. It's not 100% working strategy. You are going to have some losing trades, but because of the risk-reward ratio, at least 3-to-1, we are really in a winning position. We need just 3 winning trades out of the 10 to be in the money. Think about that. With that being said, guys, wish you great trading day. Wish you great training day, because you have to train that. All right? Thank you very much. Take care and goodbye.